Hello, my favorite people. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. My name is Amber, your independent Scentsy consultant. So in today's video, we are going to take a look at some of the things that I've been using and warming in February. I know I said that I would make a part 2 of January, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and combine the end of January and the beginning of February. We'll just wrap that up into a February video, and I'll probably do these about once a month moving forward. But yeah, so I've got a lot to share with you. I'm super excited to get through these, and I hope this video helps you. If you are like me and you like the sweeter baked goods kinds of scents, then maybe this kind of will point out to you where and what you will enjoy. And if you're kind of the opposite of me, maybe it helps you realize, what you may not enjoy. Or, maybe you're watching this and you're just curious and interested and you want to give something new a try. That is the point of my videos. So I hope that no matter where you are, that you get something out of this. So I've got some home fragrance to go over today, and I've got some personal fragrance to share with you as well. I have some Scentsy, I have some Walmart, I have some Bath & Body Works, and a few other little random things here and there. So bear with me. I'm going to start off with home fragrance today. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with the Scentsy Vanilla Mint Dish Soap. So let me tell you, I loved this. I loved the scent. I thought it was subtle, but when I could smell it, it smelled clean and beautiful. It was just very delightful. Now, my husband could not smell this. He didn't understand why I was raving about it so much, but I did, and I really, really, really liked it. So to me, this smells like, it's not so minty. So the name Vanilla Mint is kind of deceiving. I don't know. It's just beautiful and amazing. And I think because it's in that dish soap form, it's got that clean kind of a vibe to it too. So the description for Vanilla Mint from Scentsy is that it is wintergreen frost, sparkles over vanilla, and frozen citrus. So maybe the citrus is what makes it kind of smell clean. I don't know. I just assumed that because it was in that dish soap form that it had that dish soap clean type of scent to it. But I really enjoyed this. In fact, this I know is going to be discontinued after the end of February. So I went and I bought some more to stock up on it because I really enjoyed this. I think the dish soap line in general is about to be discontinued. I could be wrong on that, but like maybe it's just a few scents that are being discontinued, but I want to say the dish soap line is being discontinued. That's not to say it won't come back at any other point and that you won't ever be able to buy dish soap from Scentsy again. There will probably be seasons and limited time offers and things like that where you will be able to do that, which will be nice. But I went ahead and stocked up. They're 10% off for the month of February, and they're being discontinued. So the next thing that I have to share with you is the Star Spangled Berries hand soap from Soft Soaps. This I bought at Walmart. I was really bummed when I realized that for $1 you get 5.5 fluid ounces. In today's world, this used to be 7 or 8. I think this was 7 at one point for $1. But it's just in the scent berry. It just says berry scent right here underneath. And yeah, I mean, Star Spangled Berries, basically kind of what you would think Star Spangled Berries would smell like. Look at the image. So you picture yourself on the beach or whatever. It's a very summery berry, very fresh and bursting with brightness. It was very delightful. Yeah, that makes me think of like fruit punch in the hot sun. Like it's really good. I really enjoyed using it. The next hand soap that I have is from Bath & Body Works. This is their Stress Relief hand soap. And this is in their foam hand soap collection. So only 2 scents here. We've got Eucalyptus and Spearmint to make this stress relieving aromatherapy scent every time you wash your hands. Yeah, it's very calming. It's very earthy. I love this scent. It's hard for me to describe, honestly. I mean, you get a little bit of that spearmint in there, and then eucalyptus. I'm guessing that's the majority of what I'm smelling. All right, next up for home fragrance, I have the Cinnamon Caramel Swirl Wallflower from Bath & Body Works. So I can't believe we went through a whole other one of these Wallflowers in a month. Very caramel, very cinnamon. You get that right off the bat. This is still pretty strong. I mean, that's the majority of what I'm smelling here is cinnamon and caramel. It's sweet. It's got that little edge of spice with the cinnamon. It is very good scent. As with my experience with these Wallflowers, the first 2 days, it was pretty strong. Nothing too strong for me. It was quite delightful all the way through. It did mellow out to more of a sweeter scent, which I like that. So the description for Cinnamon Caramel Swirl from Bath & Body Works is sugar, spice, and everything nice. The fragrance notes are gooey caramel, grated cinnamon, vanilla bean, and maple brown sugar. It smelled pretty much just like that. I don't know about the maple brown sugar. Yeah, I guess there is a little mapley-ness to it. I mean, I'm smelling something sweet and sticky. So I just took that for the caramel, like that gooey caramel. And I know that Bath & Body Works still makes this scent. I don't know if they make it in the Wallflowers anymore, but I do know that this is still a very popular scent. All right, let's get into our Scentsy Wax Bars. We went through quite a bit of different scents this time, and I am super excited to share with you what all of those are. So I'm gonna do them in order of when I warmed them. So you'll see which ones lead into my next ones, lead into my next ones, lead into my next ones, and hopefully you'll see kind of a pattern of me switching scent profiles as I go. So this time I started with Winterberry Apple Tea. This is one of my favorite scents from Scentsy. I think it's a good all year round scent, to be quite honest with you. It's a very safe scent. I think the majority of people into fragrance like this scent. The first thing I get is cinnamon apple. It does make me think of tea, like a cinnamon apple flavored tea. It's got, I think, a lot of different scent profiles in it. Like I think honey is in here, which sweetens it up a bit. You've got the fruit with the apple, you've got the spice with the cinnamon. So it goes over kind of a range of those scent profiles. And that's why I think it's a good safe scent for most people. But I do have the description here for you. More like just the fragrance notes from the description. Winterberry Apple Tea has winter tea, cranberry, apple, and honey. So that's interesting. It doesn't have cinnamon in this, but I do smell like a hint of cinnamon. It's not a spicy scent whatsoever. If anything is more fruity and sweet, that tea scent I think is what mutes everything down and blends it all in together, making it kind of a unique scent. Very good. I have a few other bars of this because I do, like I said, love this scent. And it will be going away at the end of February, so make sure that you either stock up or, like me, you can add it to your Scentsy Club, and that way you can always make sure to get this bar. Like I said, I think this would be good all year round. All right, next one. Dun, dun, dun. You guys know I have been trying to find something, like some scent, to go head to head with the one, the only Sticky Cinnamon Bun. I cannot for the life of me find something that I enjoy with this. I think I'm just gonna have to give this bar away. I'm not a fan. I don't know. Like, I want it to be sweeter than it is, and this just smells like Red Hots to me. The notes in the description say that this is cinnamon, sweet icing with warm, nutty nuances. This to me is like a fireball, and it is very, very strong. So if you've been watching some of my other videos, then you'll know that I've been pairing this with some sweeter things to try to tone it down, but what ends up happening is it just drowns them out. So this time, I thought, why not fight fireball with fireball? Just kidding. Why not fight fire with fire, right? So I paired it with Cozy Fireside. That's right. 2 extremely strong, fiery scents. And you know what? It went okay. It was the only thing where this didn't drown out this, but the house did smell very strong. I think I did 1 cube of this in one warmer and 1 cube of this in another warmer. I think that's all that I used. And it lasted for quite a few days. And by a few days, I mean a few weekdays, so a couple of hours in the evening each of those days. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was my favorite combination of things. It wasn't the worst, that's for sure. If you have something that you like to pair with sticky cinnamon bun, let me know. I think I'm just gonna give this away. I know a few people who like this scent. There are only 3 cubes of it left, so maybe you'll make someone's day. Cozy Fireside. The fragrance notes in this one are cinnamon, zesty ginger, and warm spices. Yes, it is a zesty scent, like for sure. It is strong. It's not smoky. It's just very strong on spices. It smells like warm spices. Like you've got your fireplace on and your cinnamon potpourri sitting next to it. That's what this smells like. It's very good. It was very perfect around Christmas time. I think now that, and we've been having a much warmer winter than it has been the past couple years, but it's starting to get too strong for me. Like, I think I'm kind of getting tired of this scent. And as you probably know, because I've been doing these videos for a little while now, this bar keeps showing up in all the videos. That's because I'm like desperately trying to use it while it's cold outside so that I don't have to wait a whole other year to utilize this bar. I really don't want it to wait that much longer. And I only have 3 cubes left. I like to match my scent to the season. It's not been that cold. I keep wanting to use like more of my fruity scents and sweeter scents and things like that. It makes using these harsher, spicier scents a little bit harder for me personally. I do like this scent. Don't want you to take that the wrong way. It's just, for me, it's not matching the season anymore, and I was really trying to use it up before the next year, but we'll see. Maybe you'll see this guy again. Who knows? Next up, I have Almond Croissant. Now, I know this has shown up in other videos before, but I will say this is not available currently, and it has been discontinued, and it, for me, is an older bar. In other words, this was given to me a while ago, and I just want to make sure that I'm using it before it goes bad. You can see I only have 1 cube left there. This one smells so great. I love it. It's sweet. It smells like that croissant with like almond extract. It's beautiful, sweet, and delicious. But the official description consists of fresh baked croissant, cinnamon sugar, and almond. Yeah, sweet, fresh, almondy. Very good. Highly recommend. If this bar comes back, it is 100% going into my Scentsy Club. Next up is one of my hands down absolute favorite scents that Scentsy has ever made, and I missed out on this. I don't even think I knew about Scentsy when this scent was available. My mom ended up giving this one to me kind of randomly for Christmas, and I just fell in love with it, and I've been kind of clinging on to it, so I've had it for a couple of years. And it still works well, and it still seems intact. But that smell is Cozy Kitchen. Oh my gosh, the first thing that hits my nose is cream. Yep, cream, sugar, maybe a touch of cinnamon. It smells so good. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's beautiful. Like, for a while, I was calling this one my #1 favorite scent from Scentsy, and it probably still is and would be if I could add it to my club and keep it forever, but I only have 3 cubes left. Sad day. And get this, I used it during a day where I also burned something in the kitchen, so all day, all I could smell was the burnt kitchen scent, and I was so upset that I couldn't smell my Cozy Kitchen. We'll try to do better next time, not waste our favorite smell. Cozy Kitchen is defined as a batch of warm oats and brown sugar with spicy cinnamon swirl. So oats and brown sugar. There's no cream in this. That's like the first thing that hits my nose. So I wonder if I'm smelling that brown sugar. I'd say that's pretty accurate. This smells so, so, so good. And I love it. And again, if it ever comes back, it's 100% going in my Scentsy Club. All right, I've got 5 more wax bars for us today. The next one being Caramel Vanilla Delight. So I had only had 2 cubes of this left, and it had been sitting in my bin for quite a while, and I'm like, okay, I need to just go ahead and use this up. I found an opportunity to use something sweet, paired kind of after the house smelled like burnt smoke for a while. So anyway, that's what we did to help try to sweeten things out after that. It smells like vanilla ice cream with caramel swirled into it, and a waffle cone is what this smells like to me. It's very creamy, very sweet, and just delicious overall. I know my husband really likes this one too. Thankful that we snagged a few bars a little while back, but I can't remember if that was in a Bring Back My Bar. It probably was. I wish I had Scentsy Club during that last Bring Back My Bar, because I would have put this in there. Oh well. Live and learn. If it comes back, it's going there for sure. But Caramel Vanilla Delight is vanilla ice cream, liquid caramel, and a splash of white rum. Really? There's a splash of white rum in here? Maybe. It's delicious. Makes me think of eating an ice cream cone on the beach. So I love it. Oh boy, next one. So I tried to go with something that would offset that sweetness. I was trying to go for something that would be new and maybe exciting. And in the bar form, this smells pretty good, but warmed, I don't know. My husband hated it. But that is Spiced Orange Harvest. So you can see this did come in a Bring Back My Bar for sure. I think this was during that same Bring Back My Bar that I was talking about. Okay, like I said, in bar form, this smells nice. Actually, I quite like it. It smells like sweet orange and some spices. Like it's very, very orangey. It kind of almost smells like sun-kissed, you know, like orange soda. It smells pretty good in the bar form. Now, warming throughout my home, my husband said it smelled like Lysol. I disagreed with that. I don't think it smelled like cleaner, but it's not a scent that I guess I normally put out. So I'm thinking maybe we'll warm up to it. No pun intended. It wasn't one of my favorites either. You can see here, I ended up actually like pouring some back in here. I put 2 into one of my warmers and then 1 into the other one. And I ended up putting 1 cube. I know it's filled 2 here, but I put 1 cube back in here because it was very, very strong. And maybe the fact that it was strong and it was overpowering and it wasn't a scent that we normally use, and maybe that's why. I don't know. I'll have to give this one another chance, I think, to see if we like it. But Spiced Orange Harvest has strong sweet oranges spiced with cloves and cinnamon. It's pretty straightforward, but it's pretty on the nose there too. You tell me, if you've tried this bar, what do you think? I'm on the fence. Next up, I have Mochadoodle. This one is sweet. It makes me think of mocha. My husband says it smells like pancakes with syrup, and I get the syrup scent. I didn't pick up on that syrupy scent until he said that, but it does have that like sticky maple sweetness to it. But let's read the description. Roasted coffee beans and cocoa balanced with sugar, caramel, and heavy cream. And I don't know that I agree with this description. I mean, the name would lend you to think that it does have the coffee beans and the cream and the sugar and cocoa in it. But honestly, it does kind of smell like maybe chocolate chip pancakes with maple syrup. I really don't get the coffee bean in this. I don't think I ever did, even when I warmed it the first time and before he mentioned anything about pancakes. But yeah. Anyway, I enjoyed this scent. Him, not so much. I don't think he likes the maple type of scents, but I liked it. I don't have any more bars of it. I used this one all up, and yeah. I don't think I would put it in my club even if it did come back, but I would probably buy another bar of it for sure. So that's Mochadoodle. All right, 2 more. Next, I used Vanilla Bean Buttercream. So for these 2, I know it seems like, oh, you used sweet and then sweet. I did, but there was a whole week in between those 2 where I did not use Scentsy at all because it was a very busy week. I was working quite a lot, so I wasn't really home to enjoy home fragrance much anyway. So I didn't think that I would be too nose blind to this if I just went ahead and used it. So Vanilla Bean Buttercream just smells like that can of Pillsbury vanilla frosting. If you go to the store, you get some, you open it up, that's the smell. It's very much vanilla buttercream icing. It's very sweet and very delicious. I think because the scent is so sweet, it doesn't perform terribly well, or maybe to my nose, I'm just so used to sweet scents because I do use them a lot. And maybe I was still nose blind to the Mochadoodle at that time, but we used this on its own. I believe we used all 3 of these bottom cubes here when we used this. And it was nice for a while, but it didn't last very long. And like I said, it's kind of a lighter scent. But Vanilla Bean Buttercream is described as decadent buttercream frosting made with fresh butter and cane sugar with vanilla extract. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up right there. Just smells like a nice batch of vanilla buttercream frosting. Last bar that I have for you today is Christmas Cuddles. I know. We are way past Christmas. My husband already gave me the spiel. My thinking is it is a seasonal scent. It's got Christmas in the name. I kind of want to just use it while it's still winter so that it's not sitting around for another year, probably going bad. So didn't want to do that. Wanted to use it up. It is a very unique scent, in my opinion. It's sweet. Something smells like cozy, like a sweater in here to me anyway. That's what I get out of it. I think it smells a little bit like berries as well. But the description says indulgent caramel and bourbon vanilla spiced with cinnamon and clove for the ultimate holiday hug. I remember looking at them like, really? I could have sworn there were berries in this, but I guess not. Maybe the bourbon is what makes it unique smelling. I was just surprised to see that it had caramel and vanilla in it, to be quite honest with you. So I don't know if this color makes me think that there's berries in it, and that just was like tricking my brain. But yeah, so that's the description. It is a sweet bar. I wouldn't say it's too spicy, although you can smell the clove and the cinnamon in this. But it was good. I would buy another bar if it ever came back, but I don't think that I would put this in my Scentsy Club. Like, it was good, but it wasn't like great. All right, that concludes my Scentsy bar portion of the video. Moving right along, we are going to get into what I used in my office. So I have a mini fan diffuser in my office, and I use the Scentsy Pods. This month, I used the Scentsy Pod Welcome Home. And this scent is a spicy scent. I think it's classified in the spicy scents. But it's like a warm and muted spice. It's definitely not a punchy smell. It's just a very calm and typical, if that's a good word to use here, type of spice scent. Like a good typical blend of home spices, like potpourri maybe. That's kind of what I get out of this. But the description for Welcome Home is warm and welcoming with cinnamon and spices. So it doesn't really do a whole lot, but I mean, honestly, that's just kind of what it is. So there you have it. This lasted me 4 weeks. I was surprised at the longevity of this one. I think normally I explained it in another video because I work 40-hour work weeks. I'm at work for 40 hours a week. The Scentsy Pods claim to last 120 hours while on. 3 work weeks would equate to that 120 hours. This one lasted me 4. It's pretty incredible, like how long it lasted. honestly, I can still smell it. It's just a little faint now, but I'm excited to put something new in there. It always kind of perks me up to put a new scent in my office. Okay, now we're going to get into some of the personal care products that I have used and used up this month so far. So first thing I have here is the shampoo that I primarily use. I do try to switch them up from time to time. I don't know why. I think I'm just obsessed with fragrance and trying new hair care products. I don't have a better explanation for you, but the next time you see a shampoo, it will probably not be this one. So I was using the Thick and Full Biotin and Collagen shampoo from OGX. I'm sure you've seen this in the store. I mean, Walmart sells this, Kroger, and like everywhere sells this. Ulta Beauty sells this too. In fact, I think I purchased an even bigger bottle from Ulta Beauty. So that's sitting in my cupboard waiting to be used. But I really enjoyed this shampoo. I did not use it this time. This has been kind of waiting on hold. So I've got a different shampoo that I'm using that I'm excited to share with you later. But in terms of like Thick and Full, Biotin and Collagen, as I'm getting older, I'm thinking, okay, I feel like my hair is not as thick as it once was. I don't know that I can 100% say, oh yeah, this really helps to make my hair thicker or fuller or anything like that. I don't know. I didn't really notice a difference, but maybe it played a part. I'm not really sure. I do know that it does take a little time for shampoo and things like that to absorb into the skin. I want to say it's like 26 seconds or something like that. So I would put this in, I would intentionally leave it in for a little bit so that my hair follicles could absorb it, or maybe it would absorb into my scalp or something to help with my hair. But I mean, I don't know. My hair looks nice. But I don't know that I can say that this like really made it thick and full. I do like the idea behind it. And like I said, I bought a bigger bottle, so I will definitely be using it again. But the scent is really nice. That is for sure. So the scent for this, get this, is bergamot, which I always attest to being that cologne scent. But oh, it's in here. I've never noticed it. This doesn't bother me. I actually quite like the scent of this. But it's bergamot, jasmine, and vanilla. So maybe the jasmine and vanilla help to tone this down a little bit. But I can smell the sweetness from the vanilla, and I can smell the smoothness from the jasmine. But that bergamot kind of really tones them both down a bit and gives it more of a perfumey scent, I think, which is really nice and makes me feel clean and like I smell good. My husband always said my hair smells good when I use this too. So if that's something you're going for, you might want to try it. The next personal care product that I have used up is the Black Cherry Merlot hand sanitizer, little pocket back here from Bath & Body Works. So you guys know I like Black Cherry Merlot. I did a little bit on the hand soap, I think last video. It's just a nice dark cherry scent, like very deep, very rich, very wintry fall type of cherry scent for me personally. But it's very nice, it's fruity, it's fresh. I really enjoy this scent. Black Cherry Merlot is described as a rich fruity blend of dark cherry, black raspberry, and Merlot. I'd say that's pretty on the nose there. It's just nice and fruity, but like a dark wintry fruity. Okay, last but not least, this is not an empty. I think it will take a very long time for me to empty this, but I wanted to start sharing with you some of my personal fragrance sprays and perfumes, things like that I am using. And the reason why it's not empty and why I don't think it's going to be empty for a while is because I like to stick with scents during different seasons. And to me, this one was more of that like wintry scent. So I will probably stop using this come spring and switch it out for something that's a little lighter, maybe a little fruitier, a little sweeter, something like that. But I wanted to share it with you anyway. I figured, you know, it doesn't hurt to share it now. I can share it when it's empty too, but that might be a few years from now because it takes me years to go through all of my fragrance sprays. So what I'm going to show you is a perfume that I've been using, and it is a knockoff perfume, so don't come at me. I'm all for discounts and stuff, but this is Kimberly's Silver Heart perfume. You can buy this at Rainbow Shops online. I believe it's $4.99 if you want to buy like one or two. And if you buy three or more, it goes down to $3.33. So I stocked up on this because I really liked it, but also, I mean, come on, look how cute this bottle is. Oh my goodness, that is adorable. So I realized this is a knockoff from Kim Kardashian's Heart Silver perfume, which I will need to try it now that I know that if this scent smells anything like that, that scent probably smells way better and probably lasts a little bit longer too. So that's kind of the trade-off with these knockoffs, is they don't really last very long, at least to my nose. But this, I wasn't expecting to like this. Just the name silver to me makes me think of like white florals, but it was perfect for winter. There's a sweetness to it. It's something like ozonic, kind of like Ariana Grande's Cloud, like that ozony kind of scent to it. And that's pretty much all I'm picking up, is like that ozonic note and something that's sweet, possibly vanilla. There is no actual description for this knockoff brand. I believe this is Mirage. I went ahead and looked up the notes from the original perfume, so I'll go ahead and share those with you. So the top notes of Heart Silver by KKW are metallic notes, ozonic notes, pear blossom, and rosewater. I'm not really getting blossom or rosewater in this at all. I can maybe the metallic, but definitely the ozonic is what's coming through here. Middle notes are tuberose, jasmine sambec, and hazel blossom. I don't really know that this has middle notes or base notes to it. Maybe it does, but like I said, it doesn't really last very long, so it doesn't really dry down into something different. I feel like it just stays this until you just don't smell it anymore. The base notes of the original perfume are suede, moss, musk, and birch, which those don't really sound that appealing to me, if I'm gonna be quite honest. But when I look at like the ozonic notes, the pear blossom, the tuberose, the jasmine, those are scents that I find in a lot of the things that I do like a lot of the perfumes and the fragrance sprays that I do like have those kinds of notes in them. So I feel like it makes me think that I would like it, at least at first. I don't know so much about the dry down. Musk for me is a hit or a miss. It can be done well and blended perfectly with other scents, or it can just be really overpowering. So I don't know. I'll have to give the original one a try, but if you are on a budget, I highly recommend going to rainbowshops.com and ordering a couple of these. I think there is free shipping if you hit a certain threshold. I usually bulk up on these little mini perfumes when I can, and they usually have a pretty wide selection too. They're all knockoff perfumes, but for $3, I mean, come on. And this smells so much better than I could have even guessed. I literally bought it on a whim because it was such a cute bottle. Anyway, highly recommend this. I recommend also maybe trying the original. And hey, if you have both the original and this one, let me know in the comments what you think about both of them and if you like one better than the other. But guys, that will wrap us up for today. Oh my gosh, there have been so many things going on and that we've used and gone through, and I've been really dying to share this stuff with you. I love watching the collection pile, like as I'm going through everything, just kind of stacking it all up and piling it all in this little section that I have available for that. And it makes me really happy to see it just accumulating more and more and more. It just makes me feel like, oh, look at all these things I get to share. It makes me happy. So I hope that this video makes you happy. Guys, thank you so much for supporting my channel. And hey, if you liked this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoyed seeing me and want to support my channel in general, you can hit that subscribe button. It costs absolutely nothing to do that, and it helps me out a ton. Also, if you want to get notified for more videos that I post in the future, you can hit the little bell button and it'll turn on your notifications so you can see whenever I upload a new one. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for watching my videos, and I hope to see you again. Bye.